Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, Dr. Betkar, and the whole team that is there. Thank you very much for providing me this wonderful opportunity to join with you, to connect with you. And I'll try my level best to present my presentation on this topic, philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, which is something very deep. And I will try to get an insight to this. So, with your permission, I would like to share my screen with you. Am I audible to you, sir? No, it is perfect. Okay, sir. So, philosophy, it's not visible. Is it visible? Actually, I'm connecting with mobile, sir. Is it visible now? Okay, I think there is connection problem. Might be like that. Thank you. So, philosophy of Bhagavad Gita, it's an insight to Indian spiritualism in the present scenario. First thing that I think that everybody might have heard about it, the first shloka or the shloka that we all are discussing about it is like karmanyavadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phal hetu bhurma te sango asatva karmani. That means it is your duty, Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, that it is your duty to perform your karma. That is mentioned there in Gita. You shouldn't worry about the fruit that you will get after completing your karma, because whatever you are doing, you will get it by all means. So, what you have to do is that you have to perform your duty. So, this is the basic thing that we will try to connect with that. So, yes, Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all the doctrines and philosophies. It is well heard that Bhagavad Gita is uh, considered to be the essence of all the doctrines and philosophies. If we talk about the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, neither. So, what do we think? In India, there is we the Hindus. They will think that we will do only those things which are there in our religion. The Muslim will again say that we will do those things which are there in our religion. So, what a common person is supposed to do? That is the question which arises. So, he says, if we talk about the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, neither they are related to any religion, nor they talk about Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, or any particular sect. They talk about humanity, human values, eternity, and beyond the boundaries of time, they talk about the truth that we call Brahma Vidya. Thus, in the present paper, we will try to find out the effect and implications of Bhagavad Gita as a summary of Vedic literature that continues to guide the humanity even today and is as relevant in the present scenario as it was ages ago at the time of Mahabharata. So, as we say in the modern world, with the advent of modern technology in science, human life seems to be full of all the obliviousness of material existence, which is hindering our spiritual progress and letting us not believe in the eternal existence. That is the main problem. That we simply think that all those things that we want, we all have some desires. We think that this is the thing that I have to get. Then again, after the other thing is there that I have to achieve, then other. We set our goals, but in all these goals, we don't find something which is something which is eternal existence. हम ऐसी कोई चीज पाते ही नहीं है. For example, we talk about some developed countries on the planet Earth. The people are getting tech savvy with the abundance of modern facilities, but they are miles away from the inner joy and satisfaction. That is the bliss of that inward happiness and can be attained by detachment of karma, which is addressed as कर्म योगा इन श्रीमद् भागवत गीता. तो कर्म योग की बात करते हैं. श्री कृष्ण हमेशा अर्जुन को बोलते हैं. सो बेसिकली इट वाज देयर एट दैट टाइम दैट टू आर्मीज आर स्टैंडिंग एंड अर्जुन ही फाइंड्स दैट ही विल नॉट फाइट because there are his kiths and kins who are simply standing before him, and he thinks that how can he simply take arms against those persons. So this is something that he tells him. He says that if you think the soul is eternal, so basically what you have to do, you just don't think that anything will simply kill it. He says, it is mentioned in Gita, na chedam kledyant apyo, na shoshiti marutaha, means the soul, it is eternal. You cannot kill it. You simply cannot do anything wrong to it. It is eternal. It simply changes the body. So the soul is there. So if you die, nothing goes with you. Only your karmas, they go with you. So it is your duty. Whatever karmas are there, they are prescribed for you. You have to do all those. So the same thing, he says, in the Western countries, the man has progressed with the means of science and technology, but instead of feeling the inner satisfaction, he is running after insatiable thirst of power, prestige, prosperity, while exploiting others for the greed of the materialistic gains that are engulfing him on the outer floor. So what is happening in the world? That is very much clear. हम हर जगह देखते हैं, people are simply running after one thing, then the other thing and all. They simply don't think that whatever we are doing, is it doing something good for the humanity? No. Whatever we are doing, is it for some betterment of the humanity? No. We are not thinking. We are simply thinking out about ourselves. अपने बारे में सोचते हैं. हमारा भला हो जाए, बाकी दुनिया के साथ जो भी होता है, that is a different thing. So this is the main problem there. So next thing is Gita Upanishad. This is the summary of Vedic literature. What is there in Vedic literature now? Gita, which is known as Gita Upanishad, is the summary of Vedic literature that continues to guide the humanity even today. Through the various chapters described in Gita, Lord Krishna has discussed about God, Jiva, Ishvara, Prakriti, Karma, and have revealed various historic secrets related to them. It is basically what is said. There are 18 chapters in Gita, and in each chapter described in Gita, Lord Krishna has guided man through Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Adhyatma Yoga, Raj Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Purushottam Yoga. So what he says is that Arjun is a warrior. So basically, he is compared to a common person. In today's life also, common person is always confused. What should be done? What should not be done? क्या करना चाहिए? क्या नहीं करना चाहिए? He is a Kshatriya. It is his duty to save his kingdom. So that is why he says, हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्ते युद्धाय कृतनिश्चय. Means you have, if you are killed in this war, definitely you will get the heaven. If you win, then you will be the ruler of this kingdom. So that is why there is no worry. You shouldn't worry about anything. Rather, it is your duty, being Kshatriya, it is your duty that you should always be ready for your karma. That is the most important thing. Karma yoga, जो उसमें बताया है श्री कृष्णा ने. So that is, which is very important. Karma yoga, Raj yoga, there are so many things are there. But in today's scenario, what we think is karma yoga. What is most important there is Karma Yoga, which guides us towards the right path. Now, obliviousness of material existence, that is the next thing. In the first chapter, I have discussed, there are 18 chapters. So in various chapters, Lord Krishna, he has discussed various things. So in the first chapter of Gita, which is named as Vishad Yoga, the man has been inspired to work by renouncing the sorrow. In the same way, when Arjun refuses to fight after denouncing the word, Shri Krishna preaches him the doctrines of philosophies of Karma Yoga. while pushing him towards his duties as a warrior, as a human being. He guides him and inspires him to move forward on the path of his duty. He tells him about Buddhi Yoga and Karma Yoga and guides him to work without attachment. That is the main thing. Means if you have taken birth in this world, what you have to do? Some people say that, okay, I won't do anything. I have to attain salvation. So, what is there? That I will simply think about God and I will close my eyes, and that is it, what I am supposed to do. No, Karma Yoga says that whatever karma is prescribed for you, you have to do it. Because if you are doing your karma, but you are not attached to that, definitely you are going to get the fruit of that karma. And you will not, if suppose there is something wrong, something you do unconsciously, so you won't get that thing. Why? Because you are not attached to your karma. Something which happens that was not desired by you, that was not a part of your karma. So this is something that was said by Lord Krishna. He says, Shri Krishna, while giving the message of Karma Yoga to Arjun, he says that it is most important to work without attachment. Attachment से अलग होकर काम करना बहुत जरूरी है, because only through this one can attain self-realization. The Bhagavad Gita very aptly surmises the practical approach for education, which is applicable in all ages and all times to come. So basically, you think that, okay, this is Bhagavad Gita, and it says that it was like that during that time. Maybe 5,000 years ago, it was discussed. So it will not be relevant in today's scenario. That is wrong. Whatever was told there, it is still applicable in all ages in today's scenario. The skills and teachings that was described in Gita, they show an incomprehensible secret that every time reveal a hidden message and the new knowledge that is gained. So if we talk about Gita Sar, we will find that these sermons were given at a time when two armies were standing face to face. A terrible war was about to start. And that is why this was the right time when the man could understand the message of eternity. Here, Arjun represents the common man who is in dilemma. What should be done? What should not be done? So it's not listening Bhagavad Gita. It is a common person who is listening Bhagavad Gita to this day also. And he has to understand what is wrong, and he has to understand what is the right decision that he will take in some critical situation. That is more important. So education, as we are talking about education in Bhagavad Gita, what is the education that has been depicted there in Bhagavad Gita? It refers to basically the question that arises, first of all, that what is education and what are its moral and holistic attributes according to Bhagavad Gita. उस समय जो भी education दी गई थी, उसके जो moral attributes उस समय थे, क्या वो आज के समय में भी उतने ही applicable हैं? That is the question that arises now. So Gita refers to two types of educations or sattvic gyan. The first is the aparavidya, that is the knowledge about terrestrial or materialistic affairs, while the other is paravidya, that relates to the spiritual knowledge and understanding about the supreme self. दोनों चीजें बिल्कुल अलग है. Here, if we discuss about the terrestrial issues, they include all the subjects from various disciplines like आर्ट्स, साइंस, सोशियोलॉजी, इंजीनियरिंग एक्सेट्रा. हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि उसमें सिर्फ ज्ञान था, धर्म का सार था, वो बाकी किसी भी सब्जेक्ट्स में एप्लीकेबल नहीं है. वो एप्लीकेबल है, हर जगह एप्लीकेबल है. That we generally study in our curriculum, while on the other hand, Paravidya, it deals with the spiritual realms that consist of the soul, that is Atma, God, that is Param Brahma, the being, that is Jiva, and the word, that is Jagat. But in today's scenario, we generally ignore the Paravidya, which deals with the spiritual aspect, as we are completely engrossed in the materialistic gains and ignore the value of eternal happiness. आज के टाइम में क्या है, हम सिर्फ वो चीजें पाना चाहते हैं जो हमें लगता है अटेनेबल है. हमने लाइफ का एक एम बनाया, ओके, वी आर डूइंग दैट. इसको पाने के लिए हम कुछ भी करेंगे, एनीथिंग, एंड वंस वी हैव गॉट इट, by all means, by hook or by crook, जो चीज हमें चाहिए वो हमें चाहिए, और उसके बाद जो कुछ भी हो, that is not our concern. कैसा भी हो, अच्छा हो बुरा हो, this is wrong. Spirituality should be there. Okay, you are getting something, but if you are doing something जो किसी और को नुकसान पहुंचाए, that is not good. So he says materialistic gains should not be ignored. The value of eternal happiness, peace, and salvation, that is mukti, it is the absolute truth or shashwat satya in the journey of life. That is very important. So in Gita, when the Supreme Lord preaches Arjuna about Karma Yoga, हम कर्म योग की बात करते हैं, he enlightens him by telling that every individual's personality is equipped with Asuri, that is evil forces, and Devi virtues, that is good things. So all the evil forces, they symbolizes Kauravas. All the Devi virtues, they symbolize Pandavas, their traits. So it is the duty and responsibility of the individuals to awaken the inherited and right traits that should motivate him to develop the sublime personality. For awakening the inner consciousness, that is our antahakaran, जिसको बोला जाता है, अंतःकरण को जगाना सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. इफ यू थिंक दैट वट एवर यू आर डूइंग योर अंतःकरण इज नॉट रेडी विद इट, और इट इज नॉट सिंपली विद इट, अगर आपको लगता है आपका अंतःकरण उस चीज को स्वीकार नहीं करना, लीव इट, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट गुड. Thus, the main purpose of the philosophy of Gita is to generate the intellectual and logical ability of Arjuna. Who is Arjuna there? The common man, so that he may take the apt decision in the performance of one's duty, that is swadharma palan, जिसको हमने स्वधर्म पालन कहा है. So that is why karma is very important there. Now भगवद गीता in the present scenario, हम आज के सिनेरियो की अगर बात करें, there is a radical difference between the Western and Indian viewpoints and thoughts process towards their approaches to Bhagavad Gita. The Western approach believes that either in brute force or pacifism and violence or non-violence. अब वेस्टर्न्स क्या मानते हैं, या तो आप वायलेंट हैं या आप नॉन वायलेंट हैं, बीच का कोई मार्ग नहीं. उसी तरह से बट गीता डज नॉट एडवोकेट द एक्सट्रीमिटीज इन एनी केस, लेकिन वो किसी भी केस में एक्सट्रीमिटीज को नहीं मानते. अति किसी भी चीज की नहीं होनी चाहिए. रादर इट टॉक्स अबाउट द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ धर्म इन एनी सर्कमस्टांसेस. दे से कि धर्म का प्रोटेक्शन हर हाल में होना चाहिए. We may advocate the doctrines of pessimism and non-violence, but could we justify its practice when Hitler started on his dark contest? हम कहते हैं कि ठीक है, लेकिन जब हिटलर ने अपना कॉन्टेस्ट शुरू किया था, जब अपनी लड़ाइयां शुरू की थी, हम उसको जस्टिफाई करेंगे? नहीं. Could India practice it when Pakistan invaded Kashmir after independence? Could we practice it at that time? No, it was not possible. During 1962, Chinese aggression, could we practice it at that time? No. The Gulf War, Syria conflict, Kargil misadventure, that is the most recent, Ukraine's resistance to Russia's assault, अभी अभी हमने देखा है. तो क्या आपको लगता है इन सारी चीजों में या तो हम सिर्फ वायलेंट हो जाए या नॉन वायलेंट रहें? दोनों चीजें पॉसिबल है? नहीं, कुछ मिडिल वे हमें निकालना पड़ेगा. Whether it is the civil war in Afghanistan, there are burning examples of some recent worldwide conflicts which brought disasters to humanity. So it was 5,000 years ago when Bhagavad Gita was first spoken by Lord himself. And from that day till now, it is guiding the human beings to lead their lives in peace-loving way. Indeed, it has been an inspiration for Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi, who used this religious text to inspire the Indian independence movement. Tilak wrote his commentary during the period 1910 and 11 while he was serving a 6-year sentence imposed by British colonial government in India. And as far as Mahatma Gandhi is concerned, no book was more central to Gandhi's life and thought than Bhagavad Gita, which he refers to as his spiritual dictionary. उसको उन्होंने spiritual dictionary कहा है कि whatever is there, it should be considered properly. So now, moving on to next point, if we say in the modern times also, the terrorists and evil forces attack civilians for their selfish and materialistic purposes. So at this juncture, it is the job and responsibility of police and army to protect the innocent masses. Both of them use ammunition for this, but their intentions are different. अब हम example लेते हैं. For example, there are a surgeon is there and a mugger is there. Both have got a knife. दोनों के पास चाकू है. But the intentions are different. The first one uses it for the treatment, while the other one for his own petty gains. दोनों नाइफ को यूज कर रहे हैं, एक ट्रीटमेंट के लिए कर रहा है, एक अपने फायदे के लिए कर रहा है. तो चीज एक ही है, उसके उपयोग अलग तरह से हैं, तो हम उस चीज को गलत नहीं कह सकते. All the things are there, but you have to see it on in the light of truth. ये हमें देखना पड़ेगा, and that is more important. So we need to understand what is the conclusion, what we get with it. We need to understand the intentions behind each action. हमें हर action के पीछे के intention को समझना पड़ेगा to find out whether it was action or peace. Because Gita definitely does not advocate the war or violence. What it advocates is the selfless and altruistic defense of dharma for spiritual and better tomorrow. That was there. So basically, at last we can say that the beauty of Bhagavad Gita is that you cannot change it, its message, but its message can change you. That is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. So that is what I had to say. So if there are any questions there, they are welcome.
नमस्ते मैडम. पहले तो रक्षाबंधन की ढेरों शुभकामनाएं आप सभी को भी. और मैडम मेरा एक सवाल है, जो हमारी भगवत गीता है, हमारे हिंदुओं में तो इसको धर्म की दृष्टि से देखा जाता है. क्या इसको देखना मतलब धर्म की दृष्टि से उचित है या एजुकेशन यानी शिक्षा के क्षेत्र की दृष्टि से देखना उचित है?
देखिए सर, ये चीज हमने बिल्कुल अभी डिस्कस की है. धर्म की दृष्टि से हम इसको जोड़ ही नहीं सकते. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप हिंदू हैं, आप इसमें से नॉलेज ले रहे हैं. इट इज देयर फॉर एवरीवन. इट इज देयर फॉर एवरीवन बिकॉज व्हाटएवर इज सेड देयर, जो भी उसमें कहा गया है वो सभी धर्मों के लिए है. सर्वधर्म समभाव. वो कर्म योग की बात करते हैं. श्री कृष्ण यहाँ कर्म योग की बात करते हैं, ये वो यहाँ राजयोग की बात करते हैं. तो अपने कर्म को ढंग से करना, डू इट इन अ बेटर वे. So don't you think this is the responsibility of all the individuals? इसमें क्या हिंदू, क्या मुस्लिम, क्या सिख, क्या ईसाई, सभी को अपने कर्म को करना ही चाहिए. और अगर आप अपने कर्म को ईमानदारी से करते हैं तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई भी फोर्स आपको अपने कर्तव्य पद से पीछे कर सकती है. That is what I think about it.
जी धन्यवाद मैडम. मैडम वही होता है कि एक तरफ एक धर्म का होता है तो वो ये ऐसा सोचा जाता है कि इस धर्म से है, जबकि इसका विरोध भी काफी हुआ है. कुछ को स्कूल वगैरह में लागू किया था तो उस पर विवाद भी खड़ा हो जाता है, जबकि हमें तो समझ में नहीं आता कि ये जो बुद्धिजीवी होते हैं काफी बड़े, वो ही इनका विरोध करते हैं. कई बार जब टीवी पे डिबेट होती है तो एक कानून बनता है, दोनों विद्वान होते हैं, एक उसके कमियां ज्यादा बताता है, एक अच्छाइयां ज्यादा बताता, तो यहाँ पर कहीं ना कहीं जनता हम पिस जाते हैं. धन्यवाद मैडम, आपने बहुत सुंदर जवाब दिया.
थैंक यू.
नमस्ते मैडम, मैं जोधपुर से सूर्य प्रकाश व्यास बोल रहा हूँ. मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मेरा ये मानना है कि ये जो मतलब एक शुद्ध कर्म के ऊपर आधारित है, तो इसको जो है पाठ्यक्रम में अनिवार्य रूप से शामिल करना चाहिए. स्कूल में नहीं तो कम से कम यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल पे तो जरूर होना चाहिए.
बहुत बहुत अच्छा आपका क्वेश्चन है. द मेन थिंग इज दैट सर कि हम ऐसा नहीं कह रहे कि जो भी कर्मकांड आपको कहीं भी मिलते हैं वो आप सब ले लीजिए। हम ऐसा भी नहीं कहते कि जो आपको लगता है कि पूजा पाठ की पद्धति है आप वो सब उठा लीजिए, लेकिन जो आपको ज्ञान की बातें लगती हैं, जो आपको लगता है कि दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आपको कर्मयोग के बारे में बता रहे हैं, वो आपको ये बता रहे हैं कि कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते, आप सिर्फ कर्म कीजिए और अच्छा कर्म कीजिए, वो आपको ये बता रहे हैं कि सोल इज एटर्नल। तो ये सारी चीजें तो ऐसी हैं जो जिसमें आपका साइंस आज का जो हमारा प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो है वो सब उसी में से लिया गया। हम अपने वेदास की बात करते हैं, मैं आई एम द असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर इन इंग्लिश बट आई डोंट फील अशेम्ड इफ आई सिंपली टॉक अबाउट इट। तो अगर आप वेद, सामवेद, अथर्ववेद, डिफरेंट वेदों की बात करते हैं, सब कुछ है उसमें। अगर आप बेसिकली साइंस से पीछे ना हटे, आप सुदर्शन चक्र की बात करें, वो क्या है? दैट इज एन इन्वेंशन ऑफ साइंस बट इट वाज एट दैट डे आल्सो। सभी कुछ सब कुछ हर जगह पाया जाता है, सिर्फ एक जरूरत है कि अच्छी अप्रोच होने की। जो चीजें आपको लगता है कि जरूरी है, यू शुड टेक देम फ्रॉम देयर, और जिन चीजों के बारे में आपको लगता है कि दे आर नॉट नीडेड, जस्ट लीव देम।
मैडम एक मैं और बात कहना चाहूँ कि अगर इसकी शिक्षा हम अच्छी ढंग से दी जाए तो जो बच्चे जो आत्महत्या करते हैं वो इस डिप्रेशन से दूर हो जाएंगे और उनको एक सही मार्ग मिलेगा। धन्यवाद
जी
मैडम।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, थैंक यू जी। एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? थैंक यू सर। सब वेदों में है। बिल्कुल। Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful experience. And I was not thinking that I will get such a nice applause. Thank you very much. And I will definitely attend another session whenever you will invite. And it will be on some other topic. अब गीता से परे, वेदों से परे कुछ और। Thank you very much, sir.